It all began during a particularly bizarre election season. Ronald McDonald, with his bright red hair and oversized shoes, entered the race as a dark horse candidate. His campaign promised a world filled with endless smiles, free hamburgers for all, and a policy platform centered around happy meals for everyone. His rallies featured balloon animals, clown cars, and a catchy campaign jingle that echoed through the hearts of the nation. As the campaign gained momentum, Ronald's opponents underestimated him, dismissing his candidacy as a joke. First, Ronald used his charm and charisma to forge alliances with key players in both major political parties. He dined with senators, hosted lavish fundraisers, and whispered sweet promises into the ears of power brokers. His campaign slogan, "A happy meal for every home," resonated with a weary electorate tired of traditional politicians. Ronald knew how to play the game, leveraging his outsider status to his advantage. But he couldn't escape the shadow of McDonald's past controversies. Skeptics raised valid concerns about the health impact of fast food, questioning whether a mascot linked to this industry could genuinely prioritize the well-being of the people. While Ronald McDonald himself remained untouched by legal troubles, his campaign inadvertently highlighted a series of dark chapters from McDonald's past. Lawsuits, ranging from hot coffee burns to allegations of misleading advertising, cast a shadow over his candidacy. Environmental issues also loomed large. The environmental impact of fast food production became a focal point of the campaign, with critics accusing Ronald's industry of contributing to deforestation and the global plastic waste crisis. A groundbreaking documentary titled "McDarkness: The Truth Behind the Arches" sent shockwaves through the nation, unveiling the dark underbelly of the fast food world. The film's revelations put Ronald and McDonald's under a spotlight reminiscent of Super Size Me, but on a grander scale. Animal welfare activists seized the moment to stage protests against Ronald's campaign. They accused the fast food industry, including McDonald's, of unethical treatment of animals in its supply chain, turning the campaign into an arena for ethical debates. Labor strikes and protests rocked the fast food industry during Ronald's campaign, shining a glaring spotlight on issues related to workers' rights and economic justice, issues that had long simmered beneath the surface. During the debates, Ronald used slapstick humor and magic tricks to answer serious questions, leaving his opponents bewildered and the audience in stitches. His policies, while unconventional, tapped into a longing for simpler, happier times. But Ronald's true genius lay in his ability to outmaneuver his opponents. When confronted with allegations of corporate ties and the industry's unhealthy impact on society, he pivoted with finesse. He proposed a groundbreaking McHealthcare plan that promised affordable medical coverage for all, brilliantly rebranding himself as a champion of the people's well-being. Critics were left speechless as he turned fast food into a symbol of affordable healthcare. Furthermore, Ronald skillfully utilized the power of social media and his vast fan base to drown out dissenting voices. He weaponized memes, turning internet culture into a battleground where his critics were mercilessly ridiculed. On Election Day, to the astonishment of many, Ronald McDonald emerged victorious. The White House was transformed into a whimsical wonderland, complete with giant play structures and a never-ending ball pit. State dinners featured Big Macs and McNuggets, and international diplomacy was conducted over milkshakes and apple pies. The Oval Office became a place of laughter and joy, as Ronald invited children from all over the country to play games and share their dreams. His cabinet included colorful characters like the Hamburglar, Grimace, and Mayor McCheese, each overseeing their own unique department. In a twist that left pundits and citizens alike dumbfounded, Ronald McDonald, once seen as a puppet of fast food conglomerates, masterfully established full control and power in the realm of policy. Behind that painted smile and red nose lurked a shrewd strategist who manipulated the political landscape to his advantage. As the nation watched in awe, Ronald's mastery continued to unfold. He dismantled regulatory hurdles that had long hindered the fast food industry, all while maintaining an image of a benevolent leader. Tax breaks flowed like ketchup, boosting the profits of major corporations, while Ronald assured the public that these measures would trickle down to benefit the average American. But perhaps the most controversial move of all was Ronald's utilization of the military-industrial complex. He deftly framed fast food as a symbol of American pride, creating a fusion of culinary patriotism. It was a move that garnered fervent support from a significant portion of the population, who saw burgers and fries as the embodiment of national identity. And yet, amidst the controversy and political maneuvering, something unexpected began to happen. The nation saw improvements in public health as obesity rates began to decline. Ronald's McHealthcare plan had its merits, providing much-needed coverage to millions who had previously gone uninsured. The economy boomed as fast food franchises expanded, creating jobs and fueling consumer spending. Ronald McDonald, the clownish puppeteer, had paradoxically improved the well-being of the people. As the nation grappled with the contradictions of his rule, some questioned whether the ends truly justified the means. Had Ronald's controversial methods been the only way to achieve these outcomes? It was a moral dilemma that haunted the collective conscience of the nation, even as they enjoyed the occasional happy meal in their newfound prosperity. As Ronald McDonald's presidency continued, a sense of unease settled over the nation. The improvements in public health and the economic boom were undeniable, but the cost had been high and the aggressive puppeteer's actions had left a trail of controversy that would not be easily forgotten. Then, in a final, Ronald unveiled his McUnity plan. With grandiose fanfare, he announced a merger of the fast food industry with the healthcare sector, creating a behemoth corporation that would control everything from cholesterol levels to cholesterol-free French fries. The nation was divided once more. On one hand, Ronald argued that this merger would streamline healthcare delivery, reduce costs, and provide unprecedented access to medical services. He spoke of a future where doctors prescribed Happy Meals as treatments and where drive-through pharmacies dispensed medications alongside burgers and shakes. On the other hand, critics saw this move as the ultimate corporate takeover, a dystopian marriage of convenience that put profits above people. Protests erupted and legal battles ensued, but Ronald had carefully orchestrated his plan to withstand opposition. With a complicit Congress and Supreme Court, he bulldozed through regulations and antitrust laws, solidifying his grip on power. In this act, Ronald McDonald had cemented his legacy as both a controversial and transformative leader. The nation found itself in a new reality, where healthcare was served with a side of fries, and the boundaries between medicine and marketing blurred beyond recognition. As Ronald's term came to an end, the nation was left with a paradoxical legacy. They had witnessed undeniable improvements in health and prosperity, but at the cost of their independence and autonomy. The line between public servant and corporate mascot had been erased, and the nation now faced an uncertain future, where the golden arches loomed large over every aspect of life. Ronald McDonald's presidency had taken the nation on an unpredictable roller coaster ride of controversy and change, leaving them to grapple with the consequences of a leader who had turned fast food into a political juggernaut and reshaped the very fabric of society.